Hello and welcome to my tarot corner, and this is the beginning of another tarot reading, and this one is done with another mini deck, which is called, it's not a mini deck, this is another pocket-sized deck, which is called Tarot of A.E.WAITE, which is Arthur A.E.WAITE, which is the one that created the Arthur-Waite tarot, the Rider-Waite tarot, and it's just it's the same as the other Rider-Waite tarots, just another sign on the back. But anyway, it's a nice deck, it's easy to use, and because it is a pocket deck, it's very easy for me to shuffle. Okay, so as I told you before, the mini tarot is, we always start with a simple question, and it can be any kind of reading, but usually it is an SOS reading. And then we are starting with questions, and we are taking 4 cards that we are not opening them, and then the 5th card is the answer, and it's always a yes or no answers. So before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading, it is vibrational, it is open to investigation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So I collected a bunch of questions from the batch of the third last. The last 3 episodes of Harry and Meghan Netflix live commentary, and I decided to do this reading in which I am asking one question as an SOS question, the one that seems most important to me, and then I'm going to start asking questions and asking just doing a yes or no questions with the tarot reading as I showed you before. Okay, so let's clear the deck. So the first SOS question is going to be around Meghan's claim that Charles and the Queen told her to write the letter to her father, that it wasn't her idea, it wasn't something that Jason Knopf said to her, that it was the Queen and King Charles, who was then Prince Charles. They were the ones who told her to write that letter to her father. So is that true? So let's clear the deck and ask. So did the Queen and Charles tell Meghan to write a letter to her father? Did the Queen and Prince Charles, then Prince Charles, tell Meghan to write the letter to her father? Did the Queen and then Prince Charles tell Meghan to write the letter to her father? Because we know that the royal family were very worried about the fact that she did not she wasn't in contact with her family, that there was this rift between her and her father, and it seems a little bit off that the Queen and Charles will tell her to write a letter. I mean, why not tell her that to phone him, or why not tell her, you know what, take a plane and just go to visit him. I mean, the man had two heart attacks. So why tell her to write a letter? So is that true? And the answer is in the middle card. And actually, the answer is yes. Because the Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration and recognition. So this is a yes card. There is no way out of it. So probably, I don't know how exactly it went, because it looks like King Charles, then Prince Charles, Meghan, and the Queen, all the three of them sat together and discussed the ways of how to try and heal the rift between her and her father. And then they reached that agreement that a letter would be a good idea. Now, I am saying that it's not that King Charles and the Queen told her to write a letter, that it was something that came out of this a discussion that they had together, because this is something that a cooperation of three people that sat together and tried to think of a way of reconnecting. So maybe they proposed all sorts of ways. Maybe they proposed her to go to the States or to go to Mexico and visit him, and she said no, it's not something that I want to do. Maybe they proposed her to phone her father, and maybe she said no, I'm afraid that his phone is compromised. I'm afraid that his phone doesn't have his phone. So maybe they made all kind of proposals, and then they reached an agreement together that a letter would be a good idea. And now Meghan is putting it as if she got the order from the Queen and Prince Charles then to write a letter to her father. Let's see what the cards in the sides are telling. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is very supporting of the Three of Pentacles. So it also only just amplifies what the message of the Three of Pentacles. So there is nothing more than supporting message that we can tell. And on the other side we have the Knight of Cups. So, and the Knight of Cups is going away from the Three of Pentacles. So this is kind of the fantasy that is going away. This is kind of the Meghan feeling that the fantasy is leaving, that the being a royal is not like the fantasy that she thought. And that the fantasy is just leaving. But this is that it doesn't really change the reading. So I would say that yes, King Charles and the Queen they didn't tell Meghan to write the letter to her father, but it was something that they reached together in a conversation, and it was a cooperation and a recognition that they reached together. Okay, so that was the SOS reading. Now what I'm doing is I'm clearing the deck once again, and I will ask the universe to align the cards in the right order to answer my next questions. Okay, so clearing the deck. Okay, so I want the universe to align the cards in order to answer my next questions. I want the universe to align the cards in the right way to answer my next questions. I want the universe to align the cards in order to answer rightly my next questions. Okay, once again, cutting the deck. And the first question is, Meghan is telling us that paparazzi is following her, and they are claiming that there were threats on her life. So is that true? Was Meghan really was Meghan's life really in danger? This is the question. Was Meghan's life really in danger? So I'm taking out 4 cards, and the 5th card will be the answer. And the answer is not really. The Chariot card is the dream card, is the chasing of the dream card. Now, this is a major arcana. So major arcanas are not actually a yes or no cards. They are messages card. Now, Chariot is all about chasing the dream, making the dream come true. And this is about someone who will do anything that he can in order to make his dream come true. This is about someone who will go into war if he needs to make his dream come true. This is about fights, about war. It's about difficulties, it's about quarrels. So this is more of a no card to the question that we are asking. But because we asked if Meghan's life was in danger, and what it tells us that this was actually one of her dreams, or one of the things that she just contrived in her mind. Okay, the next card, the next question is that did they, well, okay, Sue Smith noticed that Harry said that the planning of leaving the royal family was years in motion, and she made the calculation, and she said that in her view, it seems like, and she's not the only one, it seems like they started the emotions of leaving the royal family actually 6 months before they got married. Now, they already admitted in the live commentary that Oprah came to visit them in Nottingham Cottage, that is in London, after they got married. So why did she go to meet them? Probably because the Oprah interview was already being on the motions. But what Sue Smith said was that they actually started planning leaving before they got married. So this is what I'm going to ask. Did they actually start to plan leaving the royal family 6 months before, or at least 6 months before they got married? So did Harry and Meghan plan to leave the royal family at least 6 months before they got married? And the answer is yes. Three of Wands, this is a yes card. And as I tell you many times, the 3s are the first success or the first disappointment in every suit. In the suit of Cups, the 3 of Cups is celebration. In the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles is recognition and reward, recognition and reward. Yes, in the 3 of Wands, it's recognition and cooperation. So this is another yes card. And in the only negative 3 is the 3 of Swords, which is destruction. But this is the only negative 3. So 3s are usually a success. So this is a yes card. And this is a card that shows that they already cooperated and did a lot of things in order to start their leaving. And I mean, we couldn't get a better card to show us that they started to plan their leaving before they got married. Because the story of the wands is someone who is going out on this voyage to get his potential, to make his potential a reality. This is the story of the Suit of Wands, and the Three of Wands is after the first success. So this is exactly what we see here, because they got together, they started planning leaving the royal family, but first they wanted the big wedding, and they insisted on the big wedding because the queen already offered them a smaller event, but no, Harry wanted exactly the same as was with William, and he already was disappointed that he didn't get Westminster Abbey like William did. But Meghan makes it like tries to make it sound as if it was a surprise for her to see there's so many people waiting to see her when she was in the car going to the driving to the church. But they had to have that big wedding, they had to get those titles, and they're trying to tell us that they meant to give the titles back. So why didn't they? They left, so why didn't they give the titles back? But no, they did not. And they already started, so they were, when they were married, they were already in that was their first success in their plan. Okay, and after they got married, they needed to find a way of getting some kind of a rift, creating some kind of a rift, so they can have this reason to leave. Okay, next. There is a rumor going around that Netflix is going to go out with a second installment of the Harry and Meghan documentary, with the rest of the material that they still have, because there is still a lot of filmed material that they have, just in time for the coronation. So is that true? Are Netflix planning another Harry and Meghan documentary series? Harry and Meghan #2, just in time for the coronation. Let's see if that's true, because this is a rumor. I have have no way of knowing if that is true. It's just a rumor, and the answer is no. Ten of Swords, this is a no card. The Ten of Swords is a card of someone who has gone through. First of all, this is a very good depiction of the place where Netflix are right now, because right now they are in the rock bottom place. They are losing subscribers, they are losing money, they have all of those swords in their back. Okay, so they made mistakes. They are now recognizing the mistakes that they made. They are going through the storm. This is the storm part of the Ten of Swords. After the suffering, they will be able to learn from their mistakes and see a new horizon, to see the sunlight coming. But they will have to learn from their mistakes in order to do that. So learning from their mistakes means that they will not come out with another Harry and Meghan like commentary. So they will realize that this is not something that they should do, because especially not just in time for the coronation, especially not to anger King Charles. They will realize that this will be the end of them. So they are now in this rock bottom position. They will not do that. Okay, false. Okay, next question. Meghan claims that nobody told her how to be a royal. There is no book that tells her to tell a person, to teach a person how to be a royal, and she is referring to the Princess Diaries movie, in which that Anne Hathaway got this classes that taught her how to become a royal, and if she just watched Princess Diaries, then she would have known how to courtesy, because there Anne Hathaway does a very good and very polite courtesy. So not as the one that Meghan did to mock the Queen. So, but she claims that nobody taught her. Now that is false, because we know that people, she got a lot of help, that people offered her help. Sophie offered her, Lady Susan Hassey, the Queen herself. She got a written manual about things that connected to becoming a royal, part of the royal family. Catherine offered help. So she got a lot of offering of help. But one thing that she said that really made me angry was about one aide that worked for many, many years in the royal family, which can be only Samantha Cohen, that said to her, told her this sentence about that the royal family is a big organism, and that she is this foreign body that is being swallowed by the organism. And at first it is very difficult for the organism to get the foreign body that is getting into the organism, but then everything will start going away like a fish. So I call BS on that. And I don't believe that Samantha Cohen said something like that. I mean, Samantha Cohen really worked so many years in the royal family. She will know not to say things like that, especially not to someone like Meghan. Okay, so let's see if Samantha Cohen said this sentence to Meghan or not. And the answer is Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a court card, which is a message card, but this is a card with a tendency to know. Why is it a card with a tendency to know? Because the Page of Wands is a page that is always searching for something new. Someone who jumps from one bandwagon to another bandwagon. He's never satisfied with what with what he has. He's never ignited. He's the eternal student. And this is a message card with a tendency towards no. So I will say that Samantha Cohen did try to teach Meghan how to become a royal. That's why we have the Page of Wands here, because she treated her as someone who needs to learn, and she treated her as someone who she's teaching, that she's there to teach her. But this, because it has the tendency to know, I don't think that she said that sentence. Okay, last question. Meghan claims that when she flew to Canada, a crew member in the plane came to her, took off his cap, knelt to her, and said that he's grateful to her for the sacrifices that she gave. Well, is that true? Did a crew member in the plane to Canada say to Meghan that he is grateful to her for the sacrifices that she gave to the UK? And we get another page, and this is the Page of Pentacles. And I will tell you why I am thinking that this is a no. Now, the Page of Pentacles is a good way of describing a crew member on a plane, because this is a person that works. This is a person that is very work, thinking about work, going with the flow, worried about things that are connected with work, very orderly, very organized. But he's always also a coward. He's also reluctant to change. He's also someone who adheres to the things that he recognizes, and he is also stubborn. So I don't think that someone who is a coward would go to Meghan and tell her that he admires her for the things that the sacrifices that she gave to the UK. This is really, I mean, the Page of Pentacles is a message card. It's very hard to say if it's a yes or a no. This is my intuition, because the Page of Pentacles is a coward, because he is someone who is stubborn, someone who is keeping scores, keeping notes about people, and someone who is not very good with other people. I don't feel that this is a person that can go and kneel in front of Meghan and tell her that how much he admires her. Okay, so that's the last question. And that is the tarot. Okay. So the oracle is a fun oracle. It's called the Hermit Tarot. And it is mostly yes, no, all sorts of messages. So I'm going to ask for a general message about Harry and Meghan's lie commentary. Let me just shuffle it. This is another mini deck, and it comes in this white box with nothing in it, on it. Found it on eBay. And it's called the Hermit Tarot, although it's not a tarot card deck. It's an oracle deck. Okay, let's ask for a general message about Harry and Meghan's lie commentary. General message about Harry and Meghan's lie commentary. General message about Harry and Meghan's lie commentary. Okay, my life started when I met you. That's probably what Harry said to Meghan when he met her. That his life started when he met her. Okay, that's the general message that we're getting, and okay, that's it. Okay, so I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.